make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance it up again. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He comes in second in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Black Knights and the Bucs. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the London Black Knights and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they get a stern road test as they come into this one after losing in London a week ago.
Yeah, the schedule makers gave them a pretty tough stretch here. I think we'll know early on whether these guys are ready to play. Let's go.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They are led out by their veteran quarterback hailing from Michigan State, and we like that. It's Kirk Cousins.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. A give up the middle to Singletary. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
First down. Here's Cousins. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
This is caught. It's Brown. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Holding offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points. And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And they'll take this to the 46. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. There he goes left side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Holding defense.
So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here we go.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. He'll go in the Bucs as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 2nd and 1. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Man open left side as well. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They go play action. Cousins. Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Black Knights have got it back to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On Osborne decides against a run back, and this will come out to the 25. Let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Play action now. Cousins.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. To throw, Cousins. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Cousins to throw it. Throw caught there by Osborne. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he wisely will throw that one away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had the receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Forced out to his left, and he'll just get rid of it. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
But maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. London about set to take over on offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Back deep to return is K.J. Osborne. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Had the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On first down, they stick with Singletary. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Cousins now. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now Cousins. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Cousins. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. K.J. Osborne from 6 yards away. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. London about set to take over on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
This defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
No gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw is Cousins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. Back to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Cousins throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they say officially it's a 68-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the home side who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Gardner Minshew has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Jamal Williams, a touchdown run. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes, a touchdown pass in that first half. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium, both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field.
And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does.
And that falls to the ground incomplete. A nice job of running it defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Connects with Fuller on the crossing pattern.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
2nd and 4. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. The 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Devin Singletary with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end. So they were on him in a hurry.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
And trouble trying the middle here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And after that play, we've got an injury, and it appears to be to Courtland Sutton.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
This will be caught. Judy.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. Touchdown! Courtland Sutton. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Black Knights are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And Courtland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Cousins to throw it. This will be caught by Brown.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, Cousins. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete on the deep.
Defense teams, the defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Out quickly to Judy. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
That's going to be caught by Judy.
Let's go!
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now in Tampa. And this offense on third down today, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to throw again.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And quickly, they get to the line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Bucs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Singletary here running out of the gun. Down to the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
London about set to take over on offense. Well, they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's caught left side by Judy.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's... So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good...
And now here's another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They go right back to Singletary.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. On the give, this is Singletary. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he gets it up past the 35. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Holding. Offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here's Jamie Gillendown as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Bucs come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is